space, you know where your corners are. And when you drive a rental car that maybe you haven't driven before, you take some time to get used to your new robot body. And this is also true for people who row.
We know there are many articles to read. However, we have trouble reading them because of difficult words and sentences we don't understand and end up losing our motivation. So, I have selected online articles that use easy English. You would find new and expressive ways to adapt them to fit different contexts and situations.
Reading practice. Understand one phrase, and the rest becomes clearer. The more you read, the more you connect. Start with what you know. Repeat after me. Read each sentence slowly, and picture it in your mind. It takes some time to get used to it. A busy school schedule. It's hard, but I think I can handle it.
The time management thing. Is probably going to be the toughest for me. I have 4 engineering classes on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I feel like I could still do it. It'll take some time to get used to it. If I have free time, I'm probably doing homework or me time.
How to reach the ground on your bike. It's a bit scary, riding a big motorcycle as a tiny woman. Lift one side. Touch the floor easily.
So get that bum moving. One but chic off the seat, one on it. Trust me, suddenly that ground is far within your reach. And you will stand steady. It might take some time to get used to it. But you will adapt quicker than you think. still struggling a bit, tilt your bike a bit to the side. Not all the way, of course. But just a little over the upright balance point. A bike doesn't get out of balance that quickly. You won't suddenly topple over.
It has bits of autonomy, and they're so useful, and they make us drive safer. And we just sort of feel like they're invisible in use, right? So when you're driving your car, you should just feel like you're going from one place to another. It doesn't feel like it's this big thing that you have to deal with and operate and use these controls, because we spent so long learning how to drive that they've become sort of extensions of ourselves. When you park that car in that tight little garage space, you know where your corners are. And when you drive a rental car that maybe you haven't driven before, you take some time to get used to your new robot body. And this is also true for people who operate other types of robots. So I'd like to share with you a few stories about that. Dealing with the problem of remote collaboration.
Expression spotlight. I feel like I could.
Just multiply and I don't really understand it. Also, I feel like I could sleep for a week, and I should confess that my brain feels like it is.
At this point, using the internet. And so at the very least, I feel like I could talk about my own experiences. My idea here is to provide a fairly thorough...
All right. Best part about your job?
Best part about my job is I feel like I could be anything. Between action and cut, I feel like I could fly.
Looking 10 years into the future.
There it is. Voila.
How's it look?
There it is. Now you look like $1 million.
I am probably worth $1 million right about now. This is amazing. Oh my gosh. I feel fancy. I feel like I could just go on the public floor right now.
It goes really well with the bug earrings too.
To really sort of step out of your comfort zone.
And I feel like I could talk to you both all day about this. I feel like we're just getting started. Unfortunately, we have to wrap. I know that's it for us today, but thank you so much, both of you, for being here today. Really appreciate
Power women. Let's make something new for women. When fans come over and tell you, I felt so comfortable tonight, I felt like I could dance, I felt like I could be myself, or I really felt a powerful energy being around other women, I'm like, okay, we're doing something important, and that's really all that matters.
And making games.
I love games because they are another vocabulary with which we can tell stories. CodeLib was a really great way to be taught the vocabulary and the tool set to be able to go off and make something by myself and feel like I could do that I had the right to do that.
Games have this interactivity that allow you to...
The instrument cluster is slightly more widescreen in aspect, and then you've got this bigger, taller one in the middle of the dashboard. I quite like the way that this is sort of canted towards you and wraps around you, and because it's not a big car, none of the screens are actually that far away from you. So I feel like I could quite easily and comfortably play around with all the touchscreen functions on here. And
back to Lavender. So today I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys, get real. Let's talk about success. And at this point, I just want to share how it feels to live the life that I'm living, because I honestly do feel like I'm living my dream life. I'm on the right path. And I've gotten to a point where I've like achieved most of the things that I've wanted to do in this life. And I think because maybe I've set my goals too low or something, I feel like I can chill. And I don't know, it's a weird part of like being grateful for everything that you have accomplished and not needing more. You know what I mean? Like not needing to do more. But the downside of not needing more is I feel like a little lazy. I feel like I could just stop everything and I'll be like happy with my life where I am right now. It's a little strange.
Mistakes, Brianna, etc. One of my favorite characters who's really not even in this all that much is a character named Anthony. I think he only has like one line of dialogue in this entire thing, or maybe it's a couple, but he's barely there, but I feel like I could feel the acceptance coming from Anthony. I don't know, I just really enjoyed his character even though he's barely in this book. And my last pro that I'm going to talk about is that I just really enjoy.
That's all for today. I hope this helps you with your English. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.